What's going on, everyone? I'm the OPJellicent, and we are back here on Pokemon Showdown today. We're going to be using a Z Celebrate Victini team. I figured since we used Z Celebrate Shaman, which was recently released back on Tuesday, we could go ahead and use the original Z Celebrate Mon. So we have Z Celebrate right here with a Searing Shot, Stored Power, and Focus Blast. Pretty standard set. Focus Blast is here just so that we can hit Heatran. We're not walled by that, but other than that, we have a really offensive core right here of Mega Medicham plus Kyurem-Black and Tapu Koko. The terrain is really nice for our Kyurem-Black's Fusion Bolt, and these two just do really well together. And we support it with a Volt Turn core of Tapu Koko plus Jirachi, which does pack Healing Wish support. So if we want to Healing Wish a Wincon, say our Victini or one of these two Wall Breakers back, we can do that. And then finally, we have a defensive Tapu Fini right here, which is pretty much here to take on Scarflander ST and Ash Greninja, both of which we are very weak to aside from this mon. So that is going to be the team. It'll be down below in the description in case you guys do want to try it out alongside me. If you are new, be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below so that you don't miss out on any competitive Pokemon content. And I'll be right back with our first match. Alright, we got our first match right here. It's up against a pretty cool Darmanitan squad. It's probably like Scarf Darmanitan plus defensive Rotom Wash to bring in stuff like the heavy water types right here with the Keldeo plus Greninja, but Life Orb Kyurem-Black completely bros this guy back along with our Medicham, so I'm actually going to lead off here with my Tapu Koko, because we can just Specs a Volt Switch on anything, as he's going to lead Gran. I don't want to risk this being Scarf Gunk Shot right away, but if it is, I can't go Finny, so I'll just Volt Switch out right here. He is Scarf Gunk Shot, so he gets me turn 1, but Koko wasn't going to break through that one mon, the Ferrothorn anyway, so I'll just go out into Kyurem-Black now, and since we have Terrain up, we get to go ahead and throw off a nice Ice Beam for free. I don't want him clicking spikes or anything. He'll see my Life Orb, so he might switch out, expecting Hidden Power Fire. We actually freeze him, so he might not switch out now, and if we can pick up the early kill on this mon, that would be great. Unfortunately, our attacking turns are very limited, but if he stays in right here, I'm assuming it's because he's frozen, but he might switch out to Scout for Hidden Power. He does, so he's smart. And we get some more Life Orb damage. So I could have predicted that and gone for the Fusion Bolt, but it's alright. I can just go Keldeo on this and deal with this mon right now. Tapu Fini actually does super well against this team. I'm assuming it 1v1s the Mega Latios, which it looks like that's his Mega because he doesn't have any other potential ones. So we get in Tapu Fini. He goes right for a Focus Blast. That is 100% choice specs. And what I can do now is go right here for a nice Moonblast. He's going to switch out into Ferrothorn, which is definitely his smartest play. I don't want him thawing and then going for like Stealth Rocks or Spikes. So we'll go ahead and throw off a Taunt on him right now. Just in case he does thaw, I don't want that happening. So I think Taunt is definitely my best play right now, even though he'll get... Actually, we're leftovers, not him, so he's not getting recovery anyway. We get our Taunt off as he is going to stay frozen, so that's cool. And now what I can do is just go switch out here into my... Do I see Victini winning? It is Scarf Gran, but it might not have coverage for me for all I know. I want to make an early offensive switch here into my Medicham, just because we can throw off a high jump kick. As he's going to switch out into Darmanitan. Do I think he would be dual Scarfers? That's the question. Do I have a switch? And I don't. I'm going to stand in high jump kick. He's going to sack off the frozen Ferrothorn, so it's clearly not Scarf Darmanitan, which is very good. We take some Rocky Helmet and some Iron Barbs, but we don't need Medicham healthy for any reason, and my Kyurem-Black can still completely destroy this guy's team. I'm assuming either Lottie or Gran will come out right now, or even Keldeo, because we already saw that it was choice specs. He's going to go out into the Latios. I'll go out into my Jirachi right here, because if it is Calm Mind, we can U-turn out. As he's going to go right for a Dragon Dance. I could have stayed in and predicted that, but it is what it is. I'm assuming he'll have like Earthquake right here. I'll go ahead and U-turn out. He does have Earthquake. We do take it though, as I thought we would. And I can U-turn out of there. And just bring in my Tapu Fini, which I know can take this hit, especially after the leftovers turn that we're about to get. So what I can do is this Moonblast. He might Dragon Dance up again, but all I need to do is not get Zen Headbutt flinched, and we should be fine. He's actually going to switch out, so a very smart play, but I can't let this mon get weakened. We do get a crit and a special attack drop, so this guy's not getting very lucky. I'll go ahead and sack off the Jirachi now, as he's going to go ahead and Volt Switch, which is totally fine. And I'm curious as to what he brings in next, probably Keldeo or Gran. Yeah, Gran. And what I can do is just bring out my Kyurem on this. If he has Low Kick, that would be pretty bad. But I think I'll just Fusion Bolt, because... I mean, he could spike up on me again, which I don't want. I'm going to Ice Beam in case he wants to choke Lottie away. And if he goes for Low Kick, we should take 1, I think, and we can hit him with a nice max special attack Life Orb Ice Beam and probably knock him out, but pretty much I don't want Lottie to come back in and just get another kill with the Dragon Claw. Well, it won't get another kill because my Tapu Fini is around. So actually, with that in thought, I'll go right here for the Fusion Bolt. because it'll guaranteed OHKO this thing, especially if he clicks like... The only bad thing would be if he clicks spikes right here, but he's really thinking about this attack. If he predicts my Fusion Bolt and goes for Spike, a very good play. If he goes Lottie, I just switch back out into my Tapu Fini anyway, but he's taking a while to decide right here, so I'll be right back once he does. Alright, so he opted to go ahead and U-turn out and bring in his Darmanitan right here. Now, how fast is Darmanitan? I believe it's like base 90-something. 95, so this could be a speed tie. And I actually think it will be. I'll go right here for the Earth Power, as we do win. I don't know if that was a speed tie or not, but pretty much if he switched in Lottie right there, thanks to Teravolt, we would have hit it anyway, so that's alright. I'm assuming Specs Keldeo will come out right now, and that's totally fine with me. He actually goes back to Gran. Does this have coverage for me? I'll go right for the Fusion Bolt. He actually misses a Gunk Shot, which is really big. I'm not sure why you would bank on that when you have a Latios, which probably has a Dragon Claw and the Keldeo in the back, but now that I know he's locked into that, do I want to do anything differently? How weakened is Latios? It's pretty weakened, right? 58. That means our Celebrate Victini can't actually win yet. Do I want to sack this off? Yeah, I think I do. I'll go for Fusion Bolt, and he does connect the next Gunk Shot. So good for him, but I'll go right here into my... I'll just go Victini. And I'll go ahead and... I don't want to risk that not killing, but I'll just go for this, because I think Gunk Shot can 2-hit KO me or get a poison. So we get rid of Gren right there. And... we still have our Tapu Fini healthy, which can definitely try to 1v1 the rest of his team right now, so I just go back out into it right here. He might make the Rotom double if he's smart, but he just goes right for Earthquake, which actually does a decent amount. Very surprised. Alright, so I'll just Moonblast right here. He does go Rotom, so he's sacking it off. Pretty much what I need to do is make sure that I don't get swept by... oh, he's actually the Berry. That actually changes things a bit, because I have to switch out now. I do have Fake Out on this mon, and I can't let Tapu Fini get weakened, so I'll go Keldeo, Medicham right here. He's going to go right for Volt Switch and bring out his Specs Keldeo right now. I'll go right for the Fake Out, just to get a bit of damage off. This is going to be a pretty close endgame right here. We get 28, and now I have to choose a sack, or I can go back to Fini, which is definitely not my play, because then I lose to the Lottie. So what I think I actually want to do is just high jump kick this. He goes right for Hidden Power Electric. I think that should be Electric, but since we know it's Specs Keldeo, I can go out into this now. And probably Z Celebrate. He's going to switch out into the Latios, which is definitely a smart decision. We get our Z Celebrate off. I don't know if we take an Earthquake with it, but... what's stronger? This is 120, so I guess I click this. And doesn't do enough. Does he have Roost? He doesn't have Roost, but he actually missed out on the knockout right there, so I think that's going to be game because of that. Is Z Celebrate Victini about to come through on 1%? That would be hilarious. You know what, Specs Keldeo, if it has like Aqua Jet, I guess he could win, but... that one goes down. I'm pretty sure Rotom goes down to this. If he has Aqua Jet Keldeo, then that would be a sight. Goes for Stored Power right here. It should be able to pick off a Rotom. As yeah, we just knocked that thing out, and then it is Specs Keldeo, so it won't be able to outspeed this Victini right now. So he's going to go ahead and forfeit, and Victini is going to come through for the first match. So I don't know if Tapu Fini would have been able to 1v1 the rest of his team, but luckily Victini's a legend and won that. So I'll be right back with another match. Alright, we got another match right here. This guy's completely torn apart by Specs Koko, but if it's Scarf Cortana, that's going to be a really big threat. I'm just going to lead off here with my Jirachi to try to get up a rocks, but he might try to get up his own, and Lando's not actually a favorable lead for me, so I'll lead Kyurem, as he's going to try to lead Lottie, which is definitely a good lead on his part. So I have to switch out, and what I want to do is, hopefully he stays in and I can U-turn out on the Lando switch in and bring back in Kyurem, because... do I need Jirachi healthy for anything? I guess it's good to not get swept by Leaf Blade or Smart Strike, but we can predict around that anyway, and I don't want to taking a knockoff, so... he does stay in, apparently. No, actually, I would switch second, so yeah, he stays in and just drops a Draco. And now what I'll do is go ahead and U-turn, because we'll scout the Lando set, as I'm sure that's what's coming in right now. If it's defensive Rocky Helmet, I don't really care, as that is clearly defensive. Yeah, that did like nothing. Alright, I can go out into this now and just fire off a nice Ice Beam. No way I'm predicting. He's completely torn apart by this Mon, but if I predict and he stays in, then that would be pretty bad. We already saw his item, so he's not going to be faster than me, so he goes Magnezone. This could be Scarf Mag. That's actually Assault Vest, I think. Let me calc that, because that's Max Special Attack Ice Beam. Kyurem-Black Life Orb, Kyurem-Black against a Magnezone. That's Magby. Okay, Magnezone. Choice Scarf. Ice Beam should have done a lot more, so it is in fact the set. I'll go for Power. as he's going to predict that and go right into his Lottie, but we still hit it thanks to Teravolt, so we get a bit of damage off on that, and I'll just go back to Jirachi right now. In hindsight, I probably should have gotten up Rocks on the Lando switch and not gone for the one attack. He goes Magnezone, which I'm fine with. This will give me Rocks, and he might expect like Fire Punch or something. I'll go for Rocks right here. As he just clicks a Volt Switch, I'm assuming he'll go out into Tapu Fini to defog, or he'll go Lando. I could stay in on Lando and just spam Iron Head, but he's Rocky Helmet, so that's not a very good play. He can't do much damage to my Kyurem-Black even if he Earthquakes right here, so I'll U-turn, take the bit of damage, and just bring in Kyurem. And Kyurem took a while to come out. There we go, and let's see what he clicked, Earthquake or Rocks. Goes right for Earthquake. I'm fine with that. I just want to keep my Rocks up, so I can Ice Beam right here and just knock that Mon out. And pretty much his only rocker is down, I think. Yeah, he doesn't have another Stealth rocker, so that's great. I'm assuming the Latios or the Blacephalon's coming out. Goes Cortana. I'll sack off Jirachi right here, just because I want to see what he locks himself into. Goes right for Leaf Blade, so at least now that we know he's locked into Leaf Blade, I can bring in Victini after. And actually, since we got damage off on Lottie, we could actually have the same scenario as before. He's going to Leaf Blade again, right? I'll U-turn, because he's going to Leaf Blade. And now what I can do is just bring in my Victini right now. And I'll just go ahead and I'll just Searing Shot right away, because this is his win condition. Oh, it's not locked in. Dang, but he's, the good thing is he's not Timid Cortana, so that's alright. Tapu Koko is going to pretty easily win this game now then, because I can bring it out right here and just fire off a nice Dazzling Gleam. Specs Dazzling Gleam should be able to knock out... Do I want to risk it not knocking it out? It should. Cortana has a base of 40 Spit F, but I'll calc it just to be safe. If it doesn't, I will click T-Bolt right here. Dazzling Gleam actually might not knock it out, but how much is it to it carrying Lottie from the percentage it's at? Mega Mixed Attacker. Thunderbolt's actually doing a ton. That's against minus Spit F. They're all click T-Bolt right here. He does go Lottie. This will get 2-hit KO'd from that range, I believe. Oh, this went down. Wow. Lottie has good defense. I'm Spit F. I'm pretty sure it's like 110 or something, but Scarf Blacephalon is a problem a bit. He goes Magnezone though. This is already... We already know this is Assault Vest. He's gonna Volt Switch out. I can't risk him. Do I sack off? I'll sack off Kyurem right here. I basically can't let him get a Beast Boost is what this is going to come down to. So I need to bring in Tapu Koko on Blacephalon every time. Or keep Tapu Fini healthy for Blacephalon is I think the better scenario, but he has to go out into either Cortana, Tapu Fini, or he goes Cart. So he's giving me another kill with Tapu Koko. Does a Volt Switch kill? That's against Lottie, okay. Cortana. A Volt Switch should knock him out, so I'll go ahead and click that right here. And we do get rid of Cortana, so that's cool. And now what I can do is bring out my... If I go Medicham and he goes Blacephalon, do I lose? If I go Tapu Fini and he goes Magnezone, I can bring out Medicham after, but then I still think I lose. I don't know, it's going to be an interesting scenario, but we get rid of the terrain, which is definitely good, because Magnezone might not be able to Oko. He does go Magnezone. I do have to switch out right here, and that switch in is definitely going to be my Tapu Koko. He goes... Okay, let's play this out. He goes Blacephalon. I have to switch out back to Fini. I think Medicham, but then he just goes Blacephalon anyway. I have to switch out, obviously. I'll go Tapu Koko right here. I don't mind giving you the hit. He goes right for T-Bolt. That does a ton. Wow. You know what, though? After this is a weekend, I think Tapu Fini wins, so that's fine. I'll go right here for a T-Bolt. He sacks off his Tapu Fini, which definitely makes a bit of sense right now. And now he'll go Scarf Blacephalon, which it should be because it wasn't Scarf Cortana. There's Blacephalon. So do I switch out or do I give him the Beast Boost? I think I switch out. Okay, all I need to do is have him not Spit F drop me, which he's going to get the Spit F drop. Dang. Alright, this is going to be interesting. I don't have Scrappy on Medicham or not a Mega Lopunny. I think the Spit F drop might be the thing that loses me the game. That's doing way too much. We do get a Nature's Madness off, and... this is really tough. I have to go Medicham and hope he's like not max speed. Maybe he's Modest Scarf. That would be like my only hope right here. because of that spit after up, he's going to be, actually, not, I can't even hope for Midas Scarf because that outspeeds, and that's going to be the game. So he comes through with Bless Efflon. I knew that Tapu Fini could take it on. I'm not sure whether the spit after up would have made a difference or not, but he definitely played his win condition right there well, and props to him, but I'll be right back with another match. Alright, we got another match right here. This guy has a regular Metagross and 0 Victini switch in, so that's what I like to see. I'm assuming he'll either lead Metagross or Garchomp, but he could also try to anti-lead my Tapu Fini, so I'll lead Tapu Koko. He leads right off with Tapu Bulu. He'll get up his terrain for now because he obviously is slower, and that means he's not Choice Scarf, so I'll Volt Switch out right here and just bring in my, I think, Jirachi. I want to get up a Rocks as soon as possible for the Zard, and Dragon Dance Zard X could actually be a little bit of a problem, but we have our Tapu Fini in the back. So I'll go Jirachi right here, and we can bring that Mon in and get up a Rocks if we need to. He just goes right for Leech Seed. I don't really mind. He'll get all the way back up to full health, so our Volt Switch doesn't do a ton. He knows I'm Specs, but I'll just get up Rocks now. As he goes right out into Zapdos, which is definitely his best play. And we're going to continue getting worn down by Leech Seed. I don't want to U-turn because I don't want to risk getting static parried, so I'll just go Tapu Koko now on the Defog. Goes right for Discharge. That is perfectly fine with me because what I can do is Specs T-Bolt this and bring him all the way down to 80%. He goes right for Defog. I don't care. I'm clicking this again. And Zapdos is pretty much out of this game now. He goes Chomp, which is definitely a good play. I don't know if it has Poison Jab or not. Scarf Chomp maybe. I'll go for Tapu Fini right here. As much as I needed Healthy for Zard, I think it's fine. Imagine if Garchomp got Dragon Dance. Also, imagine if Z Celebrate Manaphy was a thing. That would be funny. So I guess we find out now if this is Zard X or Y, but either way, I'm Nature's Madnessing in it. And he goes right for the Solar Beam, so it is Zard Y. We're able to take that though because Tapu Fini's has a good Spit F, and I can go ahead and, now that I know it's set, I can switch out here into Victini or Kyurem. Definitely not Kyurem. I'll go Victini. Goes right for Flamethrower. Gets a crit. That might hurt, especially if he has coverage for me. That was my only switch in, but I had to make that play. Without the crit, he would have only done around 37. Is this actually Scarf Chomp? I guess we're finding out. It's not Scarf Chomp, but that just barely misses out on the knockout. We should live that. Yeah, what are you doing? Because obviously we have the defense boosts, and that's not very strong Mon. So this probably has Shuriken, and now our Tapu Fini is super weakened. If he doesn't go for Shuriken and we miss, that would really suck. But maybe it's just Scarf Protean is what I'm hoping. He is Scarf Protean, so that's fine with me, and we actually live that too. So goes Zapdos. It doesn't matter if I hit or not, which I do, because I could knock him out the next turn anyway. And I'll go ahead and Searing Shot this to knock it out. So now he's forced back to Gren, and Victini just plowed through this guy's team. I still have no Zard Y switch-ins though, so that's kind of a problem in itself. He'll U-turn out, and we'll get the momentum right here because he clicked U-turn. But either way, that was probably his better place, and because I would know he was Scarf. He goes Metagross right here. This is an opportunity for me to bring out my Mega Medicham and just click High Jump Kick. I'll Fake Out first though, just because I do, since we know it's not Scarf Bulu and I know I can take a hit from Scarf Gran, I don't want to risk High Jump Kicking like randomly not knocking it out. And this will kind of give me some intel on a set right now. Maybe we'll see an item or something like that, but I'm thinking he'll just stay in. Hopefully, I mean, this also scouts for any sort of Protect he might have. I'm not sure what this Metagross wants to do. But we got our Fake Out off. It won't do a ton, but it'll at least probably bring him in range of my High Jump Kick, which I will go ahead and click and just blow that Mon back. So that thing's gone. I'm assuming he has to risk the Zard Speed tie. He's just going to go ahead and forfeit because he was down 5-3. My Kyurem-Black would have been able to 1v1 like pretty much the rest of his team, and he had no Specs Tapu Koko answers, and even Tapu Bulu wasn't really breaking through stuff like Kyurem and Jirachi. So glad we managed to pick up the win right there. I'll drop a GG in chat, and I'll be right back with another match. Alright, we got another match right here. Thankfully we have Focus Blast for Tran, because this guy's team is completely blown away by Victini otherwise, and Medicham is also a really nice and important mon right here. Same with Kyurem, and same with Koko, so these two mons we can play a little bit more recklessly with, and speaking of that, I'll just lead off with Jirachi. I'll lead off with Kyurem actually, because I don't want to catch the Lando lead. So he leads off with Tapu Koko, and what I'll do is just switch out into Jirachi. Just scout the set, but I definitely don't want to take a Dazzling Gleam with Kyurem right now. He might switch out too, trying to scout for Scarf Earth Power. He just goes right for U-turn, so it could have stayed in and fired off an attack. Probably like a Fusion Bolt, but I'm assuming either Gren or Lando will come out. I'm assuming Lando because Gren is just countered by Tapu Fini anyway. There's Landers. Do I need this mon for anything? It's honestly not a very important mon, so I'll just Stealth Rocks up. He goes right for Earthquake. Does not really matter to me because, as I said, Jirachi was not breaking through anything. This is probably Scarf then. So we'll bring in this mon right now. Very surprised that he Earthquaked right away, but that probably leads me to believe he's Scarf, especially since he knocked me out. I'll throw off an Ice Beam just because, while he can't switch out into Rotom, we do have the Teravolt Earth Power for this. And he sees that I'm Life Orb. I don't care. I'll just go for Earth Power right here. Unless he goes back to Lando, which he's not going to, we just get a kill with this. So that's really great. And let's see what he wants to bring in next. So we trade Mons. We traded our Rocker for his Defogger, so that's an interesting trade. We don't have rocks, but he still has his Stealth Rock, which I'm assuming is the Tran alive. I can't leave Kyurem in, though. Kyurem's such an important mon. How do I not lose to Mega Mawile is a good question. Pretty much what I have to do against that is either taunt it with Finny or stay in with whatever mon I have in to make sure he doesn't get a Swords Dance up is what I have to do. He goes Grand. I don't think this knocks me out. Unless it's Protean Low Kick. Alright, so I should have Fusion Bolted. I was really expecting a Protean attack right there, but doesn't matter. I'll go Finny now. And he doubles to Mawile. As I said, I don't care if he does anything like... I don't care if he attacks me. I'll just taunt right there here to prevent a Swords Dance. As you just go through it for Play Rough. That brings me all the way down. So now we're super weak to Ashgren, but I'm honestly not very worried about it. Because what I can do now is Nature's Madness right here. And then what... Okay, so I needed to hit that, but the main idea was bring in this mon eventually. Z Celebrate. Probably on a Sucker Punch attempt, or a Thunder Punch or Play Rough kind of thing. He goes Tran. We will be able to outspeed this, and as long as I connect a Focus Blast, we are out of range of the Greninja, and we should have this match right here. Hit this Victini. It's a Victory Star. Thank you. Oh, that actually lived. Wow. I'd still think we're out of range. I'll go ahead and Stored Power right here just to knock him out. And it's also going to be interesting with the whole Mega Mawile thing. He actually switched that out. Wow. Do I have to Focus Blast or can I Searing Shot? Victini. Z Celebrate with the... it's already in there against Greninja. That's not doing a ton. What if I give myself the stat boosts? +1 Searing Shot is doing 52 to 62. I'll go for the roll over the miss because I think it's better odds. And as long as he doesn't get like 5 Shuriken hits, we should take this hit just fine. Maybe he probably needs 4, but either way. This is definitely my best response right now. He does go for Shuriken. Just don't get... Actually, I think he needs 5. As he only gets 3, so that's great. And now, if I can outplay Sucker Punches, I win. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and try to do that right now. Because the other two mons just died to Stored Power. So he does go Mega Mawile. I will go ahead and just Celebrate. He tries to Sucker Punch, and we'll get the Congratulations OPJellicent going on right now. We'll go ahead and skip some turns. I'll keep on doing this. It's always the 6th one that works. I'm not risking it. Ah, he got me. Alright, so that's the turn that I should have attacked, but now look at Mega Medicham and look at his team, and Tapu Koko, for that matter. Because he gave me a ton of damage on that other mon, so I can go ahead and just Mega Evolve and high Jump Kick right here. Actually, Mega Mawile might live it, but I think I just have to hope it OHKOs. He goes Lando. This is probably Scarf, but I think we can take a hit. Thankfully, we don't miss that. We actually get a crit through the Intimidate, so that's actually really great, because I can actually sec off... I don't think I want to sec off Kyurem, but it is 4 attack, so it'll definitely go down to Mega Mawile, Sucker Punch at any point. Sec off Kyurem. Then go Medicham, and just fake out for the knockout. I think he'll switch out. Which is really tempting me to go for... Yeah, had I Zen Headbutted right there and knocked that out, we might have been fine, but now I have to switch out guaranteed, because I lose to Scarf Lando if I don't. Is this Electrium or Farium? Oh, we take that, okay. And what I can do is just fire off a Specs Dazzling Gleam. Should be able to pick off the Heatran. And if this thing is gone, maybe Medicham can win, but I don't think so, because I think Scarf EQ plus Sucker Punch will knock me out anyway. Sex off Tran. He might actually switch this out now, but I need to hope I get the same roll. If he has Protect, then it is what it is. We actually don't even get the same roll. And that is going to be the game, because what I have to do here is... an Ice Punch is definitely not my play. I have to fake out. knock that out, and then he actually outspeeds me with everything, so that's definitely going to be it. Unless it's randomly not Scarf Lando, which it definitely looked like from the match so far. I can high jump kick right here. He goes for Sucker Punch and does a ton. So that will seal up the game because I hope he reveals Scarf Lando or not instead of going Tapu Koko. He does go Lando. I'll go ahead and Ice Punch right here, but I'm assuming I'll get the GG already. It was Scarf Lando, so unfortunately, I played these two Mons really safe, I would say, because I let Tapu Fini get weakened and Greninja did quite a bit of work, more than I would have liked, but it's alright. I'll be right back with another match. Alright, we got another match right here. I think we're 2-2 right now, so hopefully we can continue winning just to keep a positive record, but whenever I see teams like this, it reminds me of Joey versus Jolt from the GBA, just because Mega Venusaur, Zygarde, Celesteela, but what I'll do right here is lead off with Venusaur. To try to get up early rocks, he leads off with the Gren and catches that lead. I don't care if he predicts me and goes for a Gunk Shot, because Tapu Fini, while it can do work, it's not the most important thing. He just goes right for U-turn, so I could have stayed in and gotten up rocks, but he'll bring out Venusaur. I'm assuming he'll just Giga Drain right away. He can't Sleep Powder under terrain, so I'll go Jirachi right here. As he's going to double out into Zygarde. A very good switch, but this still can't break my Tapu Fini, unless it's probably banned, to be honest. Yeah, that is banned, so now that I know he's locked in, I still can't switch in anything. So I'll just sec this. We're actually faster? I guess he's not. I guess he's Adamant banned. Yeah, it has to be Adamant, but now that I know that, Kyurem-Black blows this guy away. I'll bring in Medicham, just because I can go ahead and throw off a pretty free high jump kick. I don't want him risking Gran on a Zen Headbutt. He's going to go Clef. I just need to hit this, because I think high jump kick into Zen Headbutt kills. It might. I mean, either way, he's going to have to start wishing up, and like I have quite a bit of potential to get a flinch, because that is doing over half. He goes right for knockoff, of all things. I don't know why, but I'll go ahead and Ice Punch now. Just because I don't want to miss Zen Headbutt and give him the wish. So we get rid of Clefable right there, which is really great. And that's going to help out my Kyurem-Black a lot, which is still at full health. And this has to go for Draco to knock me out. I think he'll predict me and go for Earthquake, so I'm actually going to make a really bold play right here, which I might regret, and I'm going to go for Ice Punch, as he does try to go out into the Zygarde. I knew he wouldn't Draco right there. And that is another Mega Latios? It looks like it. He goes back to Latios. I'm going to make the same play, an Ice Punch. It's not Mega. Goes for Hydro Vortex, which is able to pick me off. I can probably go Victini, but we just saw Surf, so yeah, I don't want to do that. It's probably Scarf, Purdy, and Gren. I'll go Jirachi, as much as I don't want to, and just get up rocks to pressure his switches. Because I still have Healing Wish support in the back. He goes hard out into the Celesteela. I'm assuming this has like Leech Seed or something. I'll go ahead and U-turn out into Tapu Koko, because I know I live a Heavy Slam. Now, that's definitely not my play. I think Victini is the better play, because it can take a Leech Seed no matter what, which is exactly what he clicks, and pretty much what this will allow me to do is I'll Z Celebrate. I don't care if he goes back to Latios, just because I can Searing Shot that thing. He's actually going to go Gren, which if this is Scarf like I thought it would be. I don't want to miss Focus Blast. I do want damage on this really badly. I'll go for Focus Blast. That Medicham play was okay, so as long as we should live this, and as long as he doesn't flinch me, we'll be able to get rid of this Mon, which actually that was another way I could have not knocked him out. So now I need to hope he misses again. This is definitely Scarf. I don't know why he didn't just go Lottie right there, because he could have missed a Rock Slide, but now that I know that is Scarf Grand, I'll go out into my Jirachi right here. I just throw off a U-turn, as I'm sure he'll go out into the Celesteela. And pretty much, I think Specs Koko is super strong to the point where it can 2-hit KO pre-Mega Evo Venusaur and Latios, so I think that's going to be my play. He actually goes, yeah, so he does go Celesteela. I really want to make the Kyurem-Black play, actually. But Terrain is going to be a lot more useful at the end, so I'll go Tapu Koko. He might have Protect to scout the attack, but T-Bolt's my play every time. He does go for Protect. I think we 2-hit KO. And he still can't put anything to sleep, so this might 2-hit KO this. Actually, that does nothing. He has a lot of Spit Off on there. We get a Para. I don't know if it'll end up mattering. Since he can't put it to sleep, I'll go Venusaur. I mean Kyurem. I do want this to take a hit from... Is Jirachi my better play? No, I think Kyurem is my better play. I have to start pressuring the rest of his team now. And Teravolt Ice Beams can do just that, so that's definitely going to be the play I opt for, because after this thing goes down, Koko can win too. So we actually double. What was that? That was a really random double. I don't get that, but I'll go Jirachi. As he doubles to Celesteela. That's fine. I think I just U-turn out and bring in Tapu Koko once again. As he goes right for Heavy Slam this time. That's perfectly fine. I'll go ahead and Volt Switch just because it'll force the switch out anyway and I get momentum. Because he can't stay in because then he's really risking losing to Jirachi. It's going to come down to what coverage he has on Gren, I think. He goes Lottie, which is definitely a fine play. So now I just go back to Jirachi right here. And I can just go ahead and U-turn out. He goes right for a Roost, which I don't really mind. We get a U-turn off, and I'll go out here into my Tapu Koko. And I'll go ahead and Volt Switch out, probably on the Venusaur, but he actually just stayed in. But we got a crit and got bailed out right there. That definitely mattered. I don't know why he would stay in on potential Dazzling Gleam, but now my Kyurem-Black is really threatening to his team under terrain. He actually might not have an out at this point. I'll go ahead and... Do I see any use to Jirachi at this point, or do I just go for game with the others? I think I'll just go for game with the others. So we'll bring in this. And pretty much just puts him in a very bad spot again, because I forced the switch with the Volt Switch. He's just trying to stall out terrain, but I don't think it'll end up mattering. The crit definitely mattered, I'll acknowledge that, but we'll be able to Volt Switch and just not OHKO that thing, okay. But thankfully we take that hit, like, a lot. Okay, I might have just lost a Scarf Gunk Shot, though. Probably should have T-bolted, but then he just brings out Venusaur anyway, so I'll go ahead and Ice Beam right here. I think he protects, but he just sacks it off. Alright, so how do I not lose to Scarf Gunk Shot? I think I dodge one is how I not lose. If it's not Scarf, then we might be fine. He actually goes out into it. Does this have Low Kick or something? He misses a Rock Slide. Okay, actually, he might have not had Gunk Shot then. I don't know if he would have been... The thing is, it would have come down to whether T-Bolt would have 2-hit KO'd his Venusaur, because say he has that, I go Tapu Koko. If he T-Bolts, then... I mean, if he Rock Slides, actually, I think he would have had it anyway, because... he Rock Slides, and then he just brings out Venusaur and goes right for the... Sludge Bomb. So I definitely hacked this guy really badly. Definitely did not deserve that. I got the Volt Switch crit, and I just dodged the Rock Slide, which was definitely his game-winning play right there, but... That's the risk when you run inaccurate moves, but I'm assuming he's just going to run down the timer right now, so I won't drop a GG because I hacked the guy, but I'll be right back with another match. Alright, we got another match right here. I just recorded a 15-minute stall match, and realized after that I actually did not hit record, so I guess that match is not meant to be on YouTube, but this guy's username is Trying Mons, and he has a pretty interesting team. Salamence is a big threat. I'm going to lead off here with my... I think it's just going to be a race to who sets up earlier, but he actually has the Slowbro too, which is really annoying. Alright, I'll fake out. He switches right out into the Slowbro, no fear on that. What's my win con here? I guess Tapu Koko? I'll go Jirachi, because I don't mind it getting Scald Burnt, and I don't want anything else taking a Toxic. He goes Lando. I do need this Mon for Deontay, so I'll go Tapu Fini right here. Assuming he'll go for Rocks or Earthquake, he just goes right for Earthquake. That might be Earth Plate, but I think it's Scarf. So I'll go right here for the... Let's throw off a Nature's Madness. I don't mind getting 50% off on this Mon, just because it is super important to him, so I wouldn't mind taking that damage. He's going to switch out into Slowbro, which is definitely a good play. I'll go ahead and taunt this first, just because I don't want him going for Slack Off, Toxic, anything like that. Well, he wouldn't Toxic, obviously, because Misty Terrain, but now that I see he's only going to be able to Psychic me, I'll go Jirachi right here, as he just goes right for a Scald. As I said, I don't care if he burns this Mon, I just want Rocks up, because that's the only way I'm not losing to Mence, so... Goes right for another Scald. He can't burn me under terrain, which is what I forgot. And pretty much now what I can do is U-turn out. I'm assuming he'll go... Does he have Hazard Control? He has Magic Bounce on Mega Deontay, but I think that was the extent of it. We'll see what... I think this is Scarf Lando, so that's fine. I'll bring in my Kyurem-Black now. And pretty much I can take a hit from this, so I'll go right here for the... I really want to predict Tar to come in. I'll go for Fusion Bolt, I think. Nice Beam's definitely my smartest play. I really wanted to Fusion Bolt right there, but since I took a while, he might make some really weird play and predict the Fusion Bolt and go out into, like... Actually, his only ground type is in, so I don't know what he'll do. He goes Slowbro. As what I'll do now is just Fusion Bolt this. It'll do a good amount, even though we have no attack investment. Ice Beam actually did a decent amount too. I like how it doesn't show the nickname here, but it shows it on the bottom screen. Goes back to Lando. I'm still pretty sure we take the hit from this, so I'll just Ice Beam again. Because if he sacks off this Mon, then I pretty much win the game. He's smart and U-turns, but I'm assuming... He actually risked his win con right there, which is very surprising. Alright, I'll Fusion Bolt again. Just because I really need to break this core, and I'm not going to predict, I'm just going to wait for his choke. There we go. That did 0. But it's alright, because this Mon is super weak now. I can bring in my Tapu Koko, and just get a kill with Dazzling Gleam pretty much, so that's what I'll do. We know it's Scarf Lando, but since it already took some rocks damage, I think it's in range of Scarf. I think it's in range of Dazzling Gleam. How do I not lose to Scarf Lando, though? It's the thing that I'm trying to figure out right now. Keeping Tapu Fini at a good amount of health is that answer. This might knock it out. It just goes right down. Now Lando's about to come out so fast. Actually, not very fast, wow. I'm assuming... Yeah, there's Lando. As what I'll do is just... I need to sack him on, then go Fini. Medicham's definitely not. Jirachi, maybe? Yeah, Jirachi's the sack. So I'll go Jirachi right here. He goes for Earthquake, which makes a ton of sense. I'll go Medicham now, and go ahead and fire off a nice... I'll make the Tapu Koko double, because I think he goes Slowbro, and I need to catch that thing when it doesn't have a ton of regenerator health, so... I think that's worth. He's probably calcing whether, he knocks me out. Actually, wait a minute. I gotta make the double. You know what, before I don't want to lose the match right here, so let me calc whether how much Scarf Landers is doing to Medicham. Jolly Scarf is not going to be able to knock me out. So I'll make the Tapu Koko double. He does go Slowbro, as I thought he might. I can just Dazzling Gleam and pick up another knockout, then I have to sack another Mon. Which is definitely quite unfortunate, but... I'm going for game with Victini in the end. That did 0. He goes right for Scald. It's alright though, I still get another kill. I just gotta play super offensively around Lando. But every time I get a kill, it just comes out and gets a kill of its own. Unless I get the kill with Medicham. So he sacks off Slowbro. I'm assuming Lando comes back out, yep. Victini can win, so I don't want to sack that off. I just need to get this one out of here, is what I need to do. Do I sack off Tapu Fini? And now what I think I'll do is double, and then I have to Z Celebrate on the double, and then I'm pretty sure I win with this Mon. He does go Immense. I'm pretty sure we take one Supersonic Sky Strike, and all I need to do is get the Z Celebrate off, and I'm pretty sure we win. We do need to be out of range of Sand, though, and we do need to hit a Focus Blast on that Tyranitar. But this double might have just come in clutch, especially since we won the speed. Okay, he's a Roar. That's unfortunate. Alright, I'll Ice Punch. And pick up the knockout. I'm assuming if he goes Deontay, then I'll be forced to sack again. Dang, that actually really sucks. I could have won right there. But that's a really weird set. We get our Ice Punch off. I don't know if he has Protect or not, but we just took Sand damage, and that might be game. I think I actually have to... I'll just High Jump Kick. As we do knock him out, but that Roar Salamence, that might be what causes me to lose right now. Let's see, he'll probably bring out Deontay, yeah. Pretty much I have to sack off Victini. And hope that Medicham can take one Scarf EQ and wins a speed tie against Mence. Maybe it can happen. How much is Scarf Lando? Yeah, it can actually take the hit quite well. So maybe this is actually doable, especially if he misses a Diamond Storm right here, which would be great. I'll just, I guess I'll Focus Blast. He goes for Diamond Storm and hits it. I gotta go back to Tapu Koko. Does Dazzling Gleam knock him out, or is this gonna be a 50-50? Tapu Koko specs against Deontay. It's already Mega Evolved. It is a 50-50. We get rid of... Oh, he lived. You know what, though? Fake Out? No, he has it, because he can... Unless he's not smart and he actually goes for the Earthquake right away, but if he's smart, he'll go Lando, click a U-turn, then go back to Lando and EQ. But if he Earthquakes right away, I'm pretty sure we win. I'm assuming we win a speed tie against a max speed Mence, but our Victini won the speed tie, so it might not even be max speed. I think it's defensive Mence. He goes Mence first. Also, he's choking it. He's definitely choking right now. Is this Helmet Mence? It is Helmet Mence. Okay, that's actually going to be what wins him the game. Wow. Yeah, he got it. I can't believe that was Helmet Mence. If that was not Helmet Mence, we would have won because we take this. But now we don't. So he's going to go for Earthquake, obviously, and that is going to be able to knock me out. So very good game to that guy right there. I'll drop a GG in chat, and we'll go ahead and end off the live right there. We ended off at 3-3, which is pretty average, but I'll take it. Once again, the team is down below in the description in case you guys do want to try it out. If you are new, be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on any competitive Pokemon content. And I'll see you guys next time. Later.